radio broadcast with your radio minister, Minister Love. Good morning to you, Minister Love. You are now on the air.
Good morning, Mr. Eason, and good morning to you, lovies. Good morning, Mrs. G.
Good morning to you.
Once again, it is a pleasure to be in your ear listeners' presence. What in the world is going on? But whatever is going on, we know that it's not too much for our God. We're not even going to talk about the problem. We're going to talk about the problem solver. Let's go to Psalms 91, King James Version. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in the darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. There shall no evil before thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For He shall give His angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet, because He has set His love upon me. Therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Hallelujah. Listen, we just want to thank God for being our protector. We want to thank God for ensuring that we do not have to have any fear. He didn't give us that spirit. Okay, power, love, and a sound mind is what we have been given. So we're not going to be afraid by the actions that are going on in our world today. Come on, Miss G, chime in on that.
That's right. We have to always remember that the God that we truly love and the God that truly loves us is always going to be there for us. Regardless of what we're going through, we can't give up. We have to remember that He's watching over us and that He will take us out of whatever the problem is that we're facing. Because a lot of things we do not see that are happening around us. And we fail to realize that He's protecting us at all times, because if He wasn't protecting us, then we wouldn't be here today. But He would have testimony for one another.
Yes, and see, that's the thing. We have to keep living. We can't stop living because these things are occurring in our nation. Because people are fighting and declaring, let's say, civil war, or they killing each other in the streets. We cannot stop living because we are afraid. No, we're not to be afraid. We have angels around us, encamped around us. I mean, you know, God is going to protect us. There's going to be some things that happens. I mean, He allows some things to happen. You have to suffer the consequences of your actions and this, that, and the other. But for the most part, He said He's going to be our protector. You know, the Most High. So we have to, let me tell you this. When I say keep living, I mean, we need to fight for our children that are dying in these streets. That's us keep living. That's us continuing to live. Fighting for our kids that's dying in the street. Saying, hey, listen, there's another way to solve your problems. There are people that love you. You're not just affecting the person that you kill, or you the person that's doing the killing. You're not the only two affected. Y'all are affecting the whole community. You're affecting the families. You're affecting the friends. You're affecting more than just the two of y'all beefing. And this is what we need to stand up and get out and express to our children. You are loved in more than just your family. You don't have to be my blood for me to love you. And that is us still living. We have to continue to live. We can't be afraid to stand up and say, let's stop all this killing. Come on, Miss G.
And Mr. Lord, I would like to say that because you cause a problem for someone else, don't mean that God don't love you. Because you need to just ask God to forgive you, and you need to let someone know what you're going through. Because a lot of times you're going through something, but see, when you cause harm on someone else, then you're not just, like Minister Love said, you're not just causing harm to that person, you're causing harm to a whole community, even past a community of people. So you need to let someone know what you have done and what you're going through so you can get help, so you will continue to do the things you're doing. And always remember that God is there regardless of what we're going through. God will always be there as long as we love Him, as long as we trust in Him.
You know, my son told me the other day that somebody sent me a message and told him to tell your mama she ain't the popo no more. Listen, it has nothing to do with being the popo or whoever in law enforcement. It has everything to do with caring about people, loving one another, caring about what's going on in your city. It has everything to do with that. What we fail to realize that in our community, and I am African American, so let's say in our community, we fail to report things. We fail to nip it in the bud in the beginning. We let these little food sellings go on out the house, and little marijuana sellings go on out the house, little alcohol sellings going on out the house, and what happens, these things become larger and bigger and worse and worse and worse at times. Not all the times, bootleggers been doing their thing for a long time. I ain't messing with y'all. I'm just saying, we don't report stuff. We snitches get stitches type mentality. And then it gets worse in our community, and we can't control it now. Nobody knows what to do about it right now because we have allowed it to escalate when we had the opportunity to de-escalate it when it first begun. And that's where we have to change our mentality. We don't want our communities flooded with all of this violence, all of this killing. We don't want that. Come on, Miss G, what you think?
That's right, Minister Larry. We have to remember, young people, and some of you older people, everything that happens, do not want you picking up a gun, shooting somebody.
Lord, no.
Some of this stuff can be taught about. Some of this stuff can be, even though I've heard of people playing games, the next thing you know, they're cursing at one another. Everybody don't receive what you're saying to them in that manner that you think they do. Some people take things to heart, so we have to be very careful how we talk to people. But everything do not want you taking out a gun and using it. So we have to learn how to communicate without anger, without being so upset that our minds won't settle for something better than hurting somebody else's child. So we need to consider all that.
And with that said, when you're out here trying to advocate for the lives of our children, our citizens, all of them, everybody, when you're advocating, you have to be careful how you do that. We're not out here accusing anybody, have no idea who did what. We're trying to reason with you. We're trying to tell you, listen, can't you handle this another way? There's something else that can be done. I'm not even trying to knock your hustle. What I'm trying to do is keep you from killing your brother or your sister. That is what I'm trying to do. I mean, for real, when we just don't care at this point. It used to be a time when women and children were off limits. But my goodness, everybody's acceptable in this thing here. I mean, come on. When did we start this? When did we start this? Somebody needs to be talking to, and let me explain something to y'all, the ones out there thinking, oh, it starts at home. Let's cut that right now. Let me nip this in the bud right now. You don't know what's at home. You have no idea what kind of home these people coming from, these kids coming from. You don't know what they're going through. But you want to say it starts at home. Home might have been a 38-year-old grandmother, an 18-year-old mother. I mean, we just don't know what's at home. Okay? And my philosophy is if you know better, you do better. If the parents knew better, they would have taught them better. And then not only that, they could have possibly taught them better, but the child made a conscious decision to want to be out there in the street. I have seen it done. Mother raised the child perfectly. Ain't nobody's perfect, but you know what I'm saying. Mother did what she had to do, single parent, had him involved with, men as far as coaches and mentors and everything. But the child chose to go out there and hang in the street. We all have decisions. That's the same thing as when adults go out there and do wrong. Do we still say it starts at home with this 35-year-old man out here robbing people? No, you can't blame home. You're going to blame the decisions that were made because you don't know. I remember when I worked at the jail, I had to execute a warrant for a young man who was in college who was out stealing. Looking at his parents, you could tell he had no reason to steal. There was nothing worth him stealing. He was given what he needed, especially while he was in college. But he made a decision to try to get over and steal so he can keep his money. That didn't start in his house. That was his decision. So let's be careful how we always want to cop out and say it starts at home. Because that's what it is. It's a cop out. It's a reason for you not to get involved. It's a reason for you not to help. I would rather you just be quiet if you're not going to help. Can you just pray while those of us who are willing to go out and assist our babies, our young folks, y'all just pray for us. Keep us covered. Repeat Psalms 91. Do that. But stop making excuses for why you don't want to get out there and help the community. Come on, Miss G.
I would just like to say, parents and children, always remember that God is there for you. Always love the Lord. Always love your children and let them know that you love them. Do not allow them to leave home thinking otherwise. Give them that to think about before they pick up anything that will cause them a problem.
That's right. And while we talk about love, you know that God loves us. She loves you. We love you. Make sure you love yourself. Go on and love somebody else. And we will be here with you, if the Lord shall say so, on next Saturday. God bless you real good. Take care of each other. Love one another. God bless you. Take care.
For the past 15 minutes.
Okay, Miss G. All right, y'all. We really I take this thing to heart because see, I was one who would take in children. I was one that would help young boys that really didn't have guidance, and I would make sure that they at least graduated from high school. I think I had one for 2 years, Mama? I had one for, I think, like 2 years. Making sure that he was able to at least get his high school diploma. Because if he didn't have that guidance, he would have dropped out of school, and then he wouldn't have been you know, he would have been at a level where he couldn't get anything, because now you have to at least have a high school diploma, GED, to go to the next step of anything. So I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you where my loyalty lies. I've been doing this thing a long time. Even as a deputy chef, I had kids in my house who parents were not able to take care of them, or couldn't, you know, temporarily they needed shelter. I had them in my house. So this is not new to me. I care about what's going on in our community, and I care about our kids. And they need to know that regardless, they're our future. You know, and we can't keep burying our future. We're going to die out. Okay? We need you to change your mindset and start executing some better things. I mean, you can have your own business. You don't have to go to college. Get you a trade. Do something. Start researching what can make you money. What would you like to do? Use your street smarts to be legitimate occupants of the city. Pay taxes. Make your money in the right way and be the future that we expect you to be. When I can't talk anymore, when I can't get out there and walk anymore, and so on and so on, the next person, we need you to step up. We need somebody to vote for. We can't vote for you if you leave the earth before we do. You can do better. You don't have to solve everything in a permanent manner, meaning death. Agree to disagree and be the man and woman that you are and walk away. There's nothing degrading about that. Nothing degrading about that. So we're going to come together on Monday. I have a community Zoom. Anybody can join this community Zoom meeting. It's going to be, Tuesday. I think it's at 7:30, but you can contact me through my messenger if you're interested. Give me your, send me your email, and I will send you the link to the Zoom. Anybody can come on the link as long as you want to be instrumental in helping our youth. Okay? Anybody. Tell a friend. Just send me your email and tell me to send me the link, please. And I will send you the link. Everybody's invited. Okay? We still have to care about our kids. We got to care about our community. And we got to make sure that we show them love. And they don't have to go out here in these streets and get false love. Fake love. Let me tell you something. As a former deputy sheriff, your friends might hang with you while you out here in these streets, but I can guarantee you, I bet my retirement check on it, one of them, I guarantee you, they will not stand with you when you're in jail. They will not put any money on your books. They will not come see you. They will not make sure you have white underwear and white t-shirts. They will not make sure you have socks. They will not send you hot meals. You know who's going to do all that for you? Your family. The people you turned your back on while you was out there in the streets with your friends. Your family is going to be the ones that accept your phone calls when you're back there behind those bars. I promise you that. That is a given. It's your family you're going to be bugging and trying to run up their phone bills. And if your family anything like me, at some point, it's not going to happen anymore. I'm going to stop. It's going to stop. You're not going to be able to call like you used to call. Then you're going to be in jail trying to wheel and deal and selling your soul to the inmates whose family's still giving them. But your friends going to be far, far gone. That's a bet. That's a bet. I'm telling you. I've seen it for over 15 years. So while you out here catering to these friends and doing all these crimes with these friends, you better think about it. If you're the one that's caught, your friend gonna move on and probably change their ways based on what happened to you, and you're gonna be stuck behind bars trying to survive. And it's not easy. It's not easy. I done went to many prisons, I done escorted and transported to many prisons, both male and female, baby. And let me tell you, from the time you get off of your transportation vehicle, it's ridiculous. Turn the wrong way if you want to. They're not playing with you. Then you got to go in there and face those manipulative other inmates. So I advise you, if you're listening, if you have children, and you relay this message to them, it's not pretty. TV may glorify it, but it's not pretty. I mean, think about you can't even get out, you can't go anywhere when you want to. You can't get up and have a snack when you want to. It's always somebody there that's going to be your mama or your daddy. It's always going to be somebody there that is between you and the medication that you need, and you may not get what you need because nobody cares about you, because your mama's really not there or your dad is really not there. I'm just telling it like it is. You're not going to always find a CO like me when I was working inside the jail. You're not going to always find one that actually cared. Some of them there for that money. And they're going to go home by any means necessary, whether you get seen, whether you get meds, whether you get food, whether you get water. They're not going to care. And I'm not trying to scare you. I'm telling you the truth. Okay? I'm telling you the truth. I've been through, I practically did time myself. But God knows I was so grateful that I was able to go home. Okay, that was the only thing about being locked down for 12 hours with the inmates. I knew at the end of my shift I was going home. But I'm telling y'all, your friends will not be with you when you're doing this time. And your family is not going to try to do the time with you. So, what'd you say, Mr. Say, you know that's right. That family ain't gonna do the time with. I tell my family all the time, I ain't doing your time for you. You're gonna do your time for yourself. Okay? So please, y'all, think about your actions before you do it. Think about what you're causing on yourself. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. It's not good. I know they're glorified, but it's a mess in them jails. And then just think of the conditions of the jail you might be going to. All right? Let's do better. We can do better, Portsmouth. I love you. Once again, I do. I really do. And y'all will see more of me, because I will not stop fighting for your life. All right. Take care.